Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. By the video title, you know what this video is about. We're discussing, of course, some training camp news, some other reports and rumors as well that's going around in the league as well. But we're going to start off first talking about Justin Fields at training camp. Going out there delivering some big-time dimes, to Van Jefferson. We're seeing one to Calvin Austin as well. He has shown a lot of improvement in his accuracy in the deep ball. That's kind of one struggle that Justin Fields had really with the Bears, and a lot of people had about him. The knack about him is like his pocket passing, his ability to deliver the ball down the field in the pocket. Sometimes he holds the ball a little too long. It's like, okay, you gotta make a decision. In football, you gotta make a decision right then and there, because you might see somebody get open. When you see it, you gotta go out there right then and there and make a decision, because you don't. And then, of course, you throw it a little too late. You know how much ground a cornerback can travel. You know how much ground some of these defenders who are super athletic can travel to get over there, can cause a lot of mistakes. And you see, like Justin Fields last year, he struggled with that a lot. Holding the ball too long, then trying to run and scramble and try to make something out of nothing. And sometimes it worked out for him, sometimes it didn't work out for him. So hopefully this season, as we've been seeing for training camp, we see it in preseason as well, he's been more fast-paced. Now, he did have a little tendencies of doing that again, falling back to his old failures, holding the ball in the pocket. Remember, he got sacked a few times against the Texans in the preseason game, but I've been seeing more of the positives, though. Him dropping back, him delivering from the pocket, and he'd have a better just touch on the ball like that, because he's playing more like Ohio State Justin Fields now. Because you watch him in college, you'd be like, okay, when he got to the NFL, he became a pure just runner. In college, he ran, of course, but he was more, I think he was better as like a passer like that in college. But it's kind of like crazy when he got to the league, kind of switched his style up almost like completely a little bit. But hopefully he can get back to that style of just being, not just being a predominant like pocket passer, of course, use your abilities and your skill set to go out there and make some plays, of course, with your legs, but also be a guy who can just, hey, I'm gonna sit in the pocket, I'm gonna take what the defense give me, carve them up little by little, see what happened, and then I'm gonna go out there and make a play with my legs. I'm gonna run out there, make a throw and a run. We do a play action pass or a bootleg like that. I'm gonna keep it, or I'm gonna throw it down the field like that. So like, still use his abilities. Like Coach Tomlin said, he said he want him to master the fundamentals, but also keep what makes him like that. Keep what makes him natural, like naturally Justin Fields. So hopefully we see more of that this season, and we see him perform better. Another rumor they had too, though, of course, another thing that was going on, took a leg, and they said the Steelers offered Brandon Aiyuk $28 million per season. And this is almost source, I think it was by Breer or something like that. I've seen a source on the Steelers D.B. It said all signs have been pretty quiet on Brandon Aiyuk from the last several days. So the Patriots, the Browns, of course, they had something in play for Brandon Aiyuk, but I think Brandon Aiyuk didn't want to go there like that. I think the Browns were reportedly about to send a second-round pick and Amari Cooper and a fifth-round pick for Brandon Aiyuk, but Brandon Aiyuk has a no trade clause in his contract, I believe, so he had to sign off on the trade. But it says, of course, that the Patriots offered $30 million per year, and Britt wrote, and he said the Steelers offers around $28 million per year with the several other receiver candidates like Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, Monte Brown, who got this offseason. They're stable with the Super Bowl winning head coach, but haven't won the level the Niners have of the late, and don't have the geographic appeal either. I think he was discussing the Steelers and stuff, of course. And as you guys know, Brandon Aiyuk has expressed a lot that he want to come to the Pittsburgh Steelers, and $28 million a year would be crazy. But I guess if it's a guy like you, know who can go out there and be game changing for you, who can help you get over that hump of like win the playoff game again, I guess you can go out there and risk it like that a little bit too. And sometimes the draft picks, we hold on draft pick value a little too long. I remember I was on an interview podcast with Tanisha on the Really Flawed. We mentioned that last time. So we were talking about that last time about the draft picks. Sometimes you value draft picks too long, because sometimes you might draft a guy with that pick that you value so much, he might not turn out to be that guy. Remember last time we traded our first-round pick, it turned out to be Minka Fitzpatrick going crazy. Like that, he had three first team, first All-Pro selections. He had 3 Pro Bowlers selections as well, like that in a row, and went out there and dominated and played very good football for us and helped our defense out a lot. So I think if you was willing to go out there and make a trade for your first-round pick for Brandon Aiyuk and maybe send something else to him as well, I think it'd be worth it like that. And you pay him this big-time money as well, it'd be worth it a little bit in a sense, because you know that he's going to help you right now. That's if you believe your team is built and equipped enough right now to go out there and win. I feel like our team is probably, I wouldn't say built to compete for a Super Bowl, but I would say built to compete for playoffs like that, a chance to win playoff games, to get to the divisional round, and maybe push to the conference championship because of our defense and the things we have. But we do lack a little bit in the skill set of players. So I wouldn't say we built to win the Super Bowl right now. But if you did add Brandon Aiyuk over here, with Justin Fields being the quarterback and Russell Wilson being the quarterback too as well, Jalen Warren, Najee Harris, Pat Freiermuth, Darnell Washington, all these big-time pieces we have, and a new O-line too as well, I think you might have a chance to push for competing for a Super Bowl like that in that sense, and you might have a little better odds because you have a playmaker on that other side like that, a guy who's very good and capable of making big time plays for your team. You've had since basically probably since Antonio Brown. George Pickens is good, but Brandon Aiyuk made some big time plays like that too as well. So I think George Pickens and Brandon Aiyuk would be good, but the only thing about that too as well, like I mentioned many times, Brandon Aiyuk come to the team and you pay him $28 million. Are you going to pay George Pickens next season? Because next season will be his last year of his contract. And most time you want to get a deal done by year 3, like which would be this year. Like that, you want to get it done maybe before the season starts or within the season a little bit, or as soon as the season ends, you want to get the deal done because, you know, you're going to be awarded a lot of money. If you go out there and ball out and have a big time year, you're going to pay him some big time bucks too. And I doubt you're going to pay, you would have like almost $40 million or more tied to just 2 receivers in your receiver room, but you never know what can happen like that. Now, if they do that little thing they're trying to do with the NFL to make the quarterback salaries separate, then you might have an opportunity to do that, but we'll see what the NFL do with that. We also seen some news and reports about Juju Smith-Schuster. It says a source that links the Steelers to Juju as well. Of course, you know Juju, I mentioned many times before, he's a solid player. Now, he has the little antics that was going on. It wasn't like nothing crazy. He didn't do nothing illegal or no criminal stuff either. But when anything became a distraction to your play on the field, anything became a distraction to the team, it's a problem like that. Like, so him doing the TikToks in the middle of the field, I think it sound ridiculous, of course, but it became a distraction a little bit. People were asking Coach Tomlin about TikToks in the press conference. They were asking other players about TikToks in the press conference. He's like, okay, I want to answer a question about TikToks. It became a distraction a little bit, so it kind of like became a little loud noise from the team a little bit too, and all the headlines, he kept saying certain things about the teams that were playing, all the things that was happening. But I think now he might have matured a little bit more, you know, and bringing him back to the team will probably be solid, really, because you look at GP, Calvin Austin, Roman Wilson, Van Jefferson, look at all the pieces we have. Besides GP, the other guys are still question marks. Van Jefferson do look pretty good in preseason and training camp, and Calvin Austin look pretty good. We're going to see how they look in the regular season because preseason and training camp are 2 different beasts from a regular season like that. So we're going to see how they look in there. But Juju Smith-Schuster is a guy who went out there, played 4 or 5 years with you, had like 3,600 yards. He have 26 touchdowns, over 300 plus catches with you as well. It's a big time year. Some of his best years came in the Steelers uniform, so I wouldn't mind them bringing him back on a cheap deal. The Patriots will have to pay like $7 million of his guaranteed money this season, so you can bring him in on a veteran minimum of $1 million or something like that this season, and be like, hey, you just roll with this and roll with Juju right here and see how things pan out. But we have to wait and see what the Steelers do. But this is all I got for today's video for the news and training camp stuff. Let me know down below in the comment section what you guys think about the training camp news and about the rumors that's going on with Brandon Aiyuk. The Steelers are willing to pay him on the $28 million and stuff. Let me know about that. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.